Defence Minister Rajnath Singh's three-day visit to Russia. Singh has arrived in Moscow. In fact, he did so Sunday night. The visit comes as New Delhi and Moscow are set to finalise a landmark $4 billion defence deal aimed at acquiring an advanced long-range early warning radar system that will strengthen the nation's missile detection and air defence capabilities. To understand this, the significance of this visit, the fact that it's timed at a moment when there is so much of geopolitical flux happening in Syria and the entire region. Let's get in my colleague Vishnu to tell us more about the visit, its significance, and what all could be the takeaways for India. Go ahead, Vishnu, explain this to us, decode it for us.
Well, the big significance today was the commissioning of Tushil. It's now INS Tushil. It's a new frigate, one of two, which is India placed on order with Russia. This is of the Krivak 3 class, which is a fairly advanced warship. India already operates 6 of this class, all built in Russia. 2 have been ordered from Russia, and 2 more of this class have been ordered and for manufacture in India as well. I believe they'll be manufactured at Goa shipyards. But this is a major addition to the Indian Navy. Now, what is interesting, and think about this, Gauri, is that the primary engine, the gas turbine of these frigates is from Ukraine. You heard that right. They're Ukrainian engines on a Russian warship built for the Indian Navy. Now, a large majority of India's naval fleet, I'm talking about frigates and destroyers, do use Ukrainian gas turbines from a company called Zarya Mashko Project. But in this particular situation, with the war having commenced, India had to physically procure these engines from Ukraine and have them delivered to Russia before they could be installed on this warship. So it's been delayed, but eventually you are getting the first warship. You will get the second warship as well. But there you have it. Look at the role of India. Indian electronics and Indian missiles on a Russian warship made in Russia with a Ukrainian engine as its primary means of propulsion. So that sort of reflects how India is coming at it from various angles.
Indeed. And in terms of how it sort of improves and really strengthens our defense capabilities, if you could tell our viewers the significance of INS Tushil.
This particular acquisition is very important because remember, India's primary concern in the Indian Ocean region is the growing presence of the Chinese Navy. The Chinese Navy is growing faster than any other navy in the world. According to some reports, it's already larger than the US Navy. And it's not just the quantity, which is significant, but the quality of the warships being inducted, which is very important as well. Now, India, it has to be said, is nowhere in the game as far as numbers are concerned, but there has been an impetus in the quality of warships which India is now inducting. So there is a state-of-the-art Indian frigate, the INS Nilgiri, which in the next couple of weeks will be commissioned in Mumbai. There is this warship which has been commissioned in Russia as well. The acquisition of each platform is very, very important. There has been an uptick in the acquisition of warships for the Indian Navy. There's a gigantic order for submarines, which is also expected, but that's taken almost 10 years. We've not seen the light of day, and it's still to be signed. And then, of course, there's the entire nuclear side of things, where we've got at least 3 ballistic missile submarines with advanced missile tests now being conducted. So the Indian Navy is in a period of huge growth. Unfortunately for India, it pales in significance to the volume of the growth that we've seen with the Chinese Navy.
Indeed. And before I let you go, Vishnu, the fact is, this visit, of course, planned months in advance, but one can't miss the timing. Happening at a time when Assad and his family have taken asylum or set to take asylum in Russia, in the entire region, in that entire Syrian developments. Russia has really taken a backseat there and it impacts its presence. Do you think that's likely to come up in the negotiations or talks between India and Russia? Any reference to that?
No, I don't think that would likely come up. This is a very new development. It is unfolding. Minister Rajnath Singh's visit entirely on the acquisition, the commissioning of this warship, the acquisition of new weapon systems, negotiations to ensure whether the barter system or the cash system between India and the and Russia for the payment of Russian weaponry does work out, because remember, because of sanctions, payments cannot be made directly. There's a way around it. It's not very easy to do. I think those are the primary issues that India and Russia would be looking at.